This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Kia ora, good evening and welcome to The South Today. I'm Craig Story. Mondelez International has confirmed the Dunedin Cadbury factory will close in 2018. The company says a 4-week consultation period has failed and more than 300 workers will lose their jobs.
The Octagon bells coincidentally rang this morning, roughly the same time as the multinational corporation Mondelez International confirmed it will close Dunedin's historic Cadbury factory. In a statement, Dunedin Mayor Dave Cull says he's deeply saddened by the news and believes Mondelez's decision is, in his words, misguided and wrong. It seems obvious, but the greatest impact will be felt by those 300 plus workers on the factory floor.
In shock, probably, but probably expecting it as well, but it's just a bit of closure for everybody, you know.
The Air2 union is extremely disappointed, though not surprised, by Mondelez International's decision to close the Dunedin Cadbury factory. Tourists continue to take selfies and chat with the security guard outside of Dunedin's Cadbury factory. However, the factory will close next year. The company says 4 weeks of detailed negotiations haven't worked and it will close Dunedin's Cadbury factory in 2018. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
Sad news indeed. Wakatipu High School has introduced clamping to discourage pupils, parents, neighbours and commuters from using its car park. The release fee is $200 or $250 if the car is towed. You've been warned. The Friar Street School, which moves to a new site in January, has 52 parks but more than 90 staff. The Harley-Davidson motorcycle Thunder Run will be rolling through Queenstown and surrounding areas this weekend. Around 500 bikes and their riders are in the resort taking part in demonstration rides, jump starts and a Thunder Run to Arrowtown on Saturday morning. Mina Amso has been amongst it all.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Former All Black and current Harley-Davidson ambassador Josh Cronfield cranks up his motorbike before heading to Glenorchy. He's one of 500 Harley-Davidson riders in Queenstown for the weekend for the 2017 Iron Run, one of the biggest annual get-togethers of New Zealand motorcycle owners. And it is the social aspects that connects with Cronfield.
I think it's a really neat way of meeting people.
Female riders do feature in the male-dominated event, including Harley-Davidson ambassador Kiwi actress Danielle Cormack, who will lead the Saturday morning Thunder Run from Queenstown to Arrowtown.
I think it's really great to see the female bike riding community growing every year, and I've noticed it here and also in Australia.
Radio broadcaster Jay Reeve is a massive fan of the brand.
If you take it to a track day, you can see the full capacity of a Harley Davidson.
How fast have you gone?
100 Ks.
You've only gone 100 Ks.
Oh yeah, I stick to the speed limit.
Big bikes do seem to appeal to those over 40.
A shift, a growth area with women riders, which is great, and also young adults. You know, again, we're bringing newer products into the market that appeal to a younger audience.
And some lucky motorbike enthusiasts got a demonstration ride model this morning. Hello, Mina. I'm so in the Ironman Thunder Run, where I'm having a chance to sit on this bike. It's a Learner Legal Street 500. It is the most accessible motorbike, in fact, and it is quite a popular one in New Zealand. So tomorrow morning, if you hear a loud roar, put it down simply to 1,000 Harley-Davidsons heading for Arrowtown in the Thunder Run. Mina Amso, The South Today.
Such sweet music. Some big names from the Chinese film industry will be coming to Dunedin for the New Zealand's first official China Film Festival. The delegation will visit New Zealand Natural History, NHNZ, Animation Research Limited and the Orokonui Eco Sanctuary as part of their visit. The DCC has partnered up with the New Zealand Film Commission, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Shanghai Art Film Festival to secure 6 new feature films, which will be held from March 31st to April the 2nd. Film festival bookings from the Regent Theatre, online from Ticket Direct, and the Regent Theatre's book site. That's very attractive. And some Central Otago churches are welcoming the need for earthquake strengthening on their historic buildings. They welcome the requirements as it will preserve the old churches for future generations.
The Upper Clutha Anglican Parish is one of the religious groups welcoming earthquake strengthening.
This has been a really important project to be involved with because of the heritage value of this church, but also because of the life of the community and all that it's involved in the wider community.
He encourages other communities around the country to jump on board.
There's life and vitality. I would encourage them to get on and protect and preserve the beauty that we have with all these stone buildings.
The parish's Anglican church in Cromwell is currently only at 15 to 20% of the building code, and the government has proposed buildings be at least 33% of that code. The church warden says the old buildings are important for the community's historic value and for the people's enjoyment.
Somebody who used to be here said that you could feel the prayers on the walls, and it has that sort of an ambience, really.
She says if they don't upgrade the church, they'll be turning away from their heritage. The cost of the strengthening has been quoted at $50,000 to bring the building up to 34% of the building code. The church is funding the project through donations, a grant from the Central Lakes Trust, and through reserve funds. Siobhan Watson, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, the results are in from the Invercargill Marching Championships, and a rare opportunity is offered to Central Otago motorists.
Hi, Lindsay here from Alex Campbell St Dunedin. We've got a great deal. It's a massive menswear liquidation. It's not ours, but we've gone all the way to Christchurch and bought the Darby Brothers Menswear's entire stock. You can save up to 70%. We must move it very quickly. Happy shopping.
Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician, for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
They say the grass is always greener, but not if you have Ready Lawn. Call Ready Lawn today and make them green with envy.
Here is this week's Mole Map UV report. Did you know if you tan easily or have dark skin, you're still at risk of skin cancer?
If you've ever been on a sunbed or been badly sunburnt, what are the chances you could have melanoma? Remove the doubt. Get a mole map.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
Arrow International knows what the essential ingredient is for accomplishing great projects, working with great people. 30 years on and 3,000 projects later, with 10 offices and 400 staff nationwide, a company who values partnerships with their clients and carries a strong reputation for passion, integrity, and the love of a challenge, excelling in the construction industry and helping to create, with our partners, more iconic New Zealand buildings.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Hi, I'm Dennis Charlotte, and road racing motorcycles is my lifetime passion. It's a massive adrenaline rush, but the high-speed crashes have been tough on the body over the years. I almost felt as old as my mate Ian.
Sportsval, supporting tendons, ligaments and cartilage. And Energy Plus helps replace the energy that everyday living takes away.
Now I feel more alive and have more sustained energy to really enjoy my racing.
Buy 2 packs of Sportsval and get 2 packs of Energy Plus absolutely free. So call now, 0800 502 402.
Saturday night is now 3 hours of Hollywood movies. Tune in for the hijinks of Laurel and Hardy or the smooth moves of Fred Astaire.
Brindale. Ah, they've become very good friends.
Saturday nights, 7 till 10. Kia ora, thank you for staying with the South today. Motorists travelling in central Otago on weekdays have a rare opportunity to drive across Lake Dunstan's Clyde Dam. The dam is being used as a detour for traffic travelling between State Highway 8 and the Earnscleugh Valley on the south side of the Clutha River. The usual route via the Clyde Bridge is not available during weekdays, while contractors are replacing the Old Bridge's road surface. The detour will be in use between 8 a.m. and 6 on weekdays until the 24th of March. The dam, completed in '93, has only been accessible to the public a handful of times in the last 20 years. Has it really been since '93? Wow. 38 teams stepped up to the plate in Invercargill today, trying to win the National Marching Championships. All of the competitors putting their best feet forward. I didn't write that. Here's Ruby Spink.
Stepping in time with flair. Hi, I'm Ruby Spink in Invercargill, outside the SIT Zero Fees Velodrome, where it's the second day of the New Zealand National Marching Championships. This morning started with the under-12 and Masters grade. Marching New Zealand CEO Diane Gardiner says the competition was close.
It's a very, very tight competition with the under-12s. Really quite surprising and quite exciting for that grade. Any of the 14 teams could have actually stepped up and actually got into that top 6, but unfortunately only 6 can. So there are some disappointed coaches and there's some excited coaches as well. So it was very, very good competition this morning.
The top 6 teams from today will go through to the championship final tomorrow, with the other teams that didn't make it going through to the plate finals. Gardner says the level of performance shown today means we're in for an exciting day tomorrow.
We've come to Invercargill with sort of anybody could put their hand up and take home the New Zealand title. So I guess Southland are actually hoping it could be some of the Southland teams, and I guess the team from Auckland in the under-16 grade will be here shortly. We'll be hoping it'll be them. But yeah, some very, very good competition this weekend.
Hundreds of spectators lined the stands of the velodrome. Gardner says it's added to the atmosphere.
It's been really, really good. I was actually surprised at the number of people and spectators who were actually here to see the qualifying march. Generally, it's what we call a march and go. So the teams come and do their marching, and supporters obviously come and watch, and then they go and do some stuff in Invercargill as we are here. But today, a lot of people have actually stayed around, and which is really, really exciting.
She says tomorrow afternoon should attract huge crowds, and the marching women are looking forward to showing their skills. I'm Ruby Spink for The South Today.
Superb. After the break on The South Today, the force is strong with Armageddon this weekend. And Striker Pose, there's nothing to it with Benson and Hedges, remember? Tomorrow's ODT comes along and the weekend's weather too.
We're at 25 Moreau Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books, with the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Hi, Lindsay here from Earls Campbell St Dunedin. We've got a great deal. It's a massive menswear liquidation. It's not ours, but we've gone all the way to Christchurch and bought the Darby Brothers menswear's entire stock. You can save up to 70%. We must move it through quickly. Happy shopping.
Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Ecrotech Limited have been supplying beekeeping equipment and honey products in New Zealand for over 100 years. A specialist manufacturer of hiveware and plastic products for the beekeeping industry. They are the leading supplier of beekeeping equipment nationwide. For all your beekeeping needs, visit ecrotech.co.nz or call 0800 11 7766.
Get finance and get on the road. Talk to MTF today.
For over 35 years, Roslyn Mowers and Heating have been selling and servicing outdoor power equipment and are well established in home heating, installing wood fires. Call in and meet the friendly team. Roslyn Mowers and Heating, 150 Kaikorai Valley Road.
The University of Otago, an institute of world-class education and the social epicentre of the city, with outfits needed for more formal functions like the ball and for less formal functions like
the zoo. Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, Dad, you'll definitely see me. I'm the one in the yellow and blue face paint and the onesie in the zoo.
Silverhorn Active Manuka Honey from the natural Manuka forests of New Zealand. Buy one 250-gram pot for $34.90 and get a second pot for half price. Order online at silverhorn.co.nz.
Travelling this weekend? Think slow.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now. They will love you forever.
Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award-winning Garador.
Thank you for staying with the South today. The Great Armageddon Expo and its legion of dedicated cosplayers are set to land at Dunedin's Edgar Centre this weekend. Armageddon features science fiction characters, gaming, collectibles and celebrities. Don't they look great? Some of these characters taking place this weekend visited the ODT photography studio for a pre-show run of their costumes. That's real dedication there. Cosplay participants wear outfits and fashion accessories to represent a specific character. Now, first seen in Japan, cosplay is now a global phenomenon thanks to the increasing popularity of Asian animation in Western countries. The medium has since been picked up outside of the anime and manga and has extended to gaming, comics and even into Hollywood. What a lovely Dalek. Some of this year's most popular cosplay characters include Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, oh dear, from the film adaptation of Suicide Squad, but some of the old favourites never die. What a lovely, lovely workhorse Dalek. A new Dunedin exhibition is highlighting the famous moments of the Benson and Hedges Fashion Awards, back when tobacco sponsorship was de rigueur, prior to the smoke-free sponsorship, of course.
When Dreams Turn to Gold
is being curated by Dunedin researcher Dr. Natalie Smith and Lucy Hammonds.
It was an open entry event, so it meant that anyone who had aspirations to be a designer could enter, and it garnered the attention of the whole nation. It toured for a while. It toured during the 70s around New Zealand. It toured to the regions and main centres, so it meant that people from the regions could also participate in the event.
Once considered the premier fashion design event in the country, the awards ran from 1964, became known as the Smoke-Free Fashion Awards in 1995 and ended in 1998. Garments have been sourced from private collections and museums around the country, including the Dowse, Te Papa and the Central Otago District Council's Eden Hall collection.
Asking around institutions and private lenders around New Zealand who had garments that were still intact, hadn't been radically altered, and then we considered how they fitted with the stories that we felt were sort of the most compelling or the most urgent sort of stories related to the history of the awards.
At its peak, the televised show was watched by thousands from living rooms across New Zealand. The exhibition runs at the Dunedin Public Art Gallery from March 18 to June 15. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
And let's now recap tonight's top stories on the South Today. After nearly a month of consultation, Mondelez International has announced the closure of Dunedin's historic Cadbury's factory, losing at least 300 jobs. Our thoughts are with you. Around 500 bikes and their riders are in the resort town of Queenstown to take part in demonstration rides, jump starts and a thunder run to Arrowtown on Saturday morning. And some Central Otago churches are welcoming the need for earthquake strengthening on their historic buildings, preserving them for future generations. And now with more on that, and I'm sure a whole bunch more in tomorrow's ODT. Good day to you, Craig.
Hello. Yeah, we'll be obviously picking over the bones of the Cadbury's decision as well.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible news for Dunedin, but something we all expected after the announcement of a month ago, I guess.
Yeah, it was a foregone conclusion, really.
It certainly was. We're looking at what the plans are for Cadbury World. There's talk that they may expand that and could employ up to 60 staff at some stage down the track. And also the Cadbury's talking about producing some of their products still in New Zealand and possibly even in the south, things such as Jaffas. So we look at that. Also what the future holds for their building. We talked to Michael Woodhouse today and he let slip that it could be a possible site for a new hospital. So we quickly backtracked on that when we questioned him further. So something to keep an eye out down the future because it is a big site.
It is. It's a very attractive piece of real estate.
It is. It's
right in the middle of
central,
town.
just what we need. Positive note, we've got a story about our Port Chalmers business called Thank You Payroll, which is run by the community board chair there, Steve Walker. Provides free payroll services to businesses and charities. It's looking to expand, boosting its numbers from something like 13 to 26, and most of those jobs would be in Dunedin. So that's just shows that there is some good news for businesses around town as well.
Great story.
It is. Plenty of sport on as well. Big clash down at the stadium tonight, the NRL match between the Bulldogs and Warriors. We'll have live coverage of that and on our website this evening. And of course we look ahead to the Highlanders and the Hurricanes tomorrow night, a Super Rugby final rematch from 2015. So it'd be nice to see the Highlanders continue. And the Wix as well tomorrow, Saturday, plenty of reading there. We've got a piece on superannuation, where to from here, with the government's announcement that the age eligibility will raise to 67. And a really interesting story on passive homes. There's a home in Stewart Street in Dunedin which has just been completed. Apparently the first in Dunedin to be given international certification, and really interesting read there about it's able to maintain an inside heat of around 22 degrees any time of the year without any heating. So
very attractive.
It certainly is.
Something to watch. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, prepare yourself for the weather. It's mostly good news.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Sportsville.
And some very pretty pictures of the wonderful fog that rolled in this morning. It's reducing our focal plane, bringing their attention to us. And in our situation, a brief cool front whips past tomorrow, leaving showers and a stiff cold breeze in its wake. Clearing weather leads to a fine Sunday, but Monday, not so good. Another cold front rolls in from the sub-Antarctic too. To the outlook, to Balclutha, Catlins Gore and to Lumsden, moderate sou'westers. Mostly fine and a fairly boilerplate temperature of around 14 degrees anywhere you go in the deep south. To Alexandra, we're looking at moderate southerlies for you, fine and 15. Same for Queenstown, 14. Te Anau, moderate southerlies, 14. And the same for Wanaka. I think I've read that before. It's the same sort of thing today as it was yesterday. Off to Oamaru, northern easing southerlies for Oamaru. Showers exiting, fine and 14. Omarama, moderate southerlies, becoming fine, 15. And Timaru, easing. Showers exiting as well, fine and 14. And Twizel, moderate southerlies, becoming fine and 15. Pretty good. Pretty good no matter where you go. In Dunedin tonight, Rugby Fringe Festival and showers clearing 9. Saturday, clearing, fine and sunny, cool, gusty sou'westers dying out, 5 and 14. And for Sunday, fine and glorious, scattered cloud, lovely, pleasant, and other nice words, of 8 and 17. Monday, it'll be mild at first, a bit of rain worsening as the day goes on. But to Invercargill tonight, showers easing overnight, 8. Saturday, fine and sunny, fresh, cold southerlies dying out though, 4 and 14. Sunday, fresh and fine and sunny again, fresh westerlies tending to cooler sou'westerlies by the end of the day, 8 and 15. Monday, a cloudy start, a bit of rain, fresh, cold westerlies for your new week. Goodness me, what a week it has been. It has been a big week, and our condolences and our thoughts are with all from Cadbury's. But here is the week that was. It's been my pleasure. I'm Craig Story. Thank you. Good evening.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.